Hey guys, I'm on location, Cresswind Wesley Chapel. Look at that Sydney. Man, you got to wait till the end and see all of the nuances of this particular one, because it's got not only a bonus room upstairs, it's got an unusual configuration for a hobby room. 704-345-3400, getting about 47.3 miles a gallon on my hybrid. Well, this one is unusual. My broker partner Rodney Jones was out today with the YouTube subscribers of mine that are building this. When I first pulled up to say hi, I noticed that this was a little unusual. And what this is a third car garage that's been converted to a hobby room. Now you just do the math on that. What are you? Are you a photographer and need a studio, or a YouTube creator and need a studio? Are you a potter? Are you a woodworker? I mean, this space is magnificent. So if you like the idea of being able to pull your Porsche in there and just customize it, I won't tell. I just would like to be invited over. This is cool. Now the way this works is the Sydney, which it really is their largest plan, has been also offered with a bonus room up. So you see the stairway right there going up. But to do that, you have to move the garage a little bit forward, and there are a lot of engineering reasons as to why, but albeit that third car garage becomes the space that we just showed you. Now, how cool is this to have this under stairway space, as well as you've got your hot water heater and such there. Man, this is clean looking lumber. I do love it, but you know, no matter how clean lumber is, a 2x4 is a 2x4, and nothing's perfect in this world. I do love this zip system, and when I say that, oh man, just don't be disappointed in a new house if it's not perfect, and say, well, it's new. Yeah, it's imperfect people, imperfect materials, and the house is going to be imperfect. I say all that to say, in my personal experience, that Kolter has been responsive. Wow, look at this. So this is a structured wiring panel right there in your entry closet. Come in to the left, as is my custom, and going to take a look at this room, which again, instead of having a front window, this one has a side window as a front bedroom, backs up right to that aforementioned hobby space. It's a full ensuite. You know, with the Sydney's an amazing plan. For instance, you can get more bedrooms and baths in the Sydney than you would probably even want. So you got a full ensuite with a shower and bathtub in that case. If you're building it from dirt, I'm sure you could order that with a shower. Then you come around and you come into this space. Now this again is a bedroom with a closet right there. I'm looking at the clean lumber. I like that, guys. That's just me. Yeah, nice. Now, by the way, having a video or pictures before the drywall goes up can't hurt you. For instance, that ladder blocking right there. When I say ladder blocking, this is what I call these 2x4s going that way. I'm sure that's structural, but just knowing that is helpful in the electrical below. Yeah, this is good. You know, the 10-foot ceilings, how dramatic is that? Then you've got this bath, which is right off of that very bedroom there. So again, if somebody, it's not an ensuite like the first one, where you can close the door and the bathroom is totally yours. But here we go, we've got a powder room as well, and then you've got a full bath to feed that second bedroom. I'm looking as I go. Here's a good example, coming in from the front door, right to the right there, you see that looks like a 3 or 4 inch plexiglass PVC pipe. Now obviously you wouldn't want to put a big lag bolt through the drywall right into that. So knowing that that's there is helpful. Yes, man, this is great. Boy, I'm excited about this. Now we will go upstairs here in just a second. You know, the neighborhood had a great little get together last night. Again, if you haven't heard the news, my wife and I bought in here. We almost bought everywhere. This is so huge and so expansive. And by the way, just to go back to how you can configure it, you can configure this with a second primary suite. In other words, a second living quarters area. So the get together last night was sweet. Man, how many bathrooms are in here? I better pull out a pen and paper and jot them down. So you've got a closet there, and And then you've got this bedroom here. Nice. And so the get together, it's the 55 lifestyle, I'm telling you. I've talked about it for years on my channels, 10 years old now. And I've been talking about multi-generational, and I'm talking about 55 plus for all these many years. And now to be able to go to that gathering last night and to make some new friends, that's probably the third party / gathering that I've been to, and you're just making new friends all the way along. This is marvelous, guys. Now those 3 windows there, easy place to put your dining, your hutch, your dining room furniture. You know, downsizing's a lot more difficult than it sounds. So you got your sink right there. That's my signature shot from the sink looking out. You know that if you're a subscriber of mine, and if not, go ahead and take care of business. Now, just again, to put this all in perspective, these 3 windows up here, just to the right of them, you see that? Now here you have those gas lines. So again, you wouldn't want to drive a big bolt through the drywall and hit that, because that's going to be a slow gas leak. The thing about those kind of leaks, you don't even often notice them right away. Bank of cabinets, I'm sure, along that wall and along this wall, cooktop there. And we showed you the sink. Yeah, man, this is beautiful. Yeah, and even that first pipe I showed you by the front door, if that's sewer gas, you definitely don't want that thing leaking on you. So you want to take note and be a bit cautious. Now, I think it's code that says that you have to have certain sort of nailer plates. And I'll show you, in fact, here we go, right here. So you got that electrical cable there. And this client is an engineer, so he'll really appreciate this, I think. So you can't drive a nail through there because of that plate to hit that Romex. So that's all good. So this feels like, what is this room? It feels like the laundry room, but is it? This is where you come in from the garage. So that's basically probably some type of butler's pantry. We see electrical outlets up here and big, good sized pantry. Man, I'm loving this house. I hope I get invited over. Oh, God, and we can build you one. That's really one of the reasons I'm shooting this. We're doing it, number one, to be a service to the client so that they can look at it over and over. This particular lot, man, look at this. See, I love this. Wow, what a great lot. So this this patio, huge. Now, obviously, you could put a screened porch there. You could screen in the porch, and either with a regular screen type porch, or some people are putting in the Easy Breeze type product that is a cost-effective way to make that more of a 4-season type room. Some people are doing this motorized screens or a combination thereof. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous. So the 10-foot ceilings, and then it trays up. You'll notice there's some builders that will tray down. So maybe it's a 9-foot ceiling, but with a tray, so it comes down to an 8-foot, or it's an 8-foot ceiling and it trays up to 9-foot, the real top plate height. And the top plate, just so you know, is up at the top of those 2x4s. There's 2x4 running across. That's the top plate, and then this is the bottom plate, that one that they connect to. But that 8-foot door, oh, I'm loving this. This is a very cool house, and I can't wait to get upstairs. So you got the commode room, huge shower. Love that. Beautiful. Uh-oh, looks like they got a rain head up here. They're gonna have a water coming down from above and from the wall there. 2 sinks here, and again, the transom windows letting light in. It's fantastic. Ooh-wee. Now this, don't tell me this is the closet. This puppy is huge. Now, our trim carpenter's kind of been making the rounds. One of my neighbors heard me say on a video, Joe Top was his buyer agent. He heard me say, yeah, I got a guy. Well, they used my guy to do theirs. And then my wife went over and saw how he did the pullouts, the shells. Guys, this is part of the TX system that allows Home Team Defense to be able to put bug spray basically in the house without entering your house. But this closet right here, this could be a Faith Hill closet. A friend of a friend was at Faith Hill's house in Tim McGraw in Nashville area, and she had it kind of configured like a dry cleaners, where she had a little computer there. So I need the blue outfit, and I went and picked it up, and it motorized came around. That's kind of cool. All right, guys, we're in a Sydney with a bonus room. So I can't wait to see this. Love this. And even if you don't need a bonus room, you know, for an extra, I don't know, 50, 60 grand, having that extra conditioned space, even just for storage. But just think about it. Say you live in a house like this, and you live here 10 years, 20 years, and then maybe instead of going to a nursing home, having a caregiver live here. It might be your grandchild or your great-grandchild. Full bath, closet space. So wouldn't you rather stay in your home, age in place, rather than go somewhere else? So we got a 6'8" door that goes here to where the furnace room is. Not really intended for storage. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then one other thing I'd like to point out, not only are they using that green board, which is the zip system that you saw from the exterior, and I love that. It's made by Huber Engineered Woods, but Huber also makes the Advantech floor system, which again is a high level, and it ain't cheap, that allows the floors to have the highest level. Well, this is almost too much light here. Let me just get the light coming in from the window. Allows that floor system to be such a high level that, to avoid squeaks. So even in a scenario when a house is under construction, you might get a little water on the subfloor, which is what that is. But the Advantech, oh man, that's good stuff to reduce the likelihood of floor squeaks. So guys, if you like my vibe, hit subscribe and join the tribe. Give me a call. The couple that built this house saw us on YouTube, and I connected him to one of my team, Rodney Jones, and he was here today with the builder and the client to talk about everything that could need attention. And Rodney often hears somebody say, hey, I would never have thought to ask that. So guys, call me, 704-345-3400, or you could call Rodney and tell him you saw the video, 704-202-7460. And we'll see you in the next video.